Greetings, everyone. It's been a while since I've done this. Another 2, 3 months have gone by since my last one. I think it's going to be par for course when it comes to these YouTube tastings. Anyway, something new, something exciting. Well, not new for you guys who follow my Instagram tea adventures. You've seen one of these teas before. I uploaded it as an IG Live, no, not an IG Live, an IGTV story. And that was the unboxing of a cake and a chiseling and a tasting, and you already know that I love it. The other tea, same leaf material, but the loose maocha version. So this is uh, the caked version, and this is the unfinished loose leaf tea version. What tea am I talking about? Well, of course I'm talking about an Indian sheng cha from the state of Manipur, India, made from old, wild growth tea trees that just happened to be there. Nobody knows how they got there. If you would like to know more about the story behind these, the link is down below. And I know this looks odd where I'm pointing, but if you're watching this on YouTube, it's pointing toward pointing down. Yeah, there you will find the link to the IGTV tasting that I did of the original cake version, as well as the blog story on the region of Manipur and my theory as to where the trees came from, and then also you'll find on my Instagram the photos of the liqueurs as well as the leaves for both versions. The reason why I'm doing this tasting in the first place is because I haven't tasted a sheng cha from similar leaf material, one caked, one loose, that happened to have been picked around the same time. The loose maocha version of the sheng was picked around, I'd say, the first month of the spring flush, or whatever counts as spring flush in Manipur. The caked version came from leaf material that was about a week or two after. The person that I got it from, they couldn't give me an exact answer regarding that, and if you'll excuse me, we have a stowaway! Out you go! Boink. We're not going to cut that out. I don't know how to cut it out. Anyway, digging right in. I've always wanted to do something like this where I tasted leaf material versus cake version from similar time frames. Never done that before, not even with Yunanese shongpur. I'm a little giddy to try this. I've been meaning to get to this for months, but it just didn't pan out because life and things. But without further ado, also got my palate cleanser of water here so I can taste the differences. What I'm mainly looking to find out is not whether I like them. I already like them. What I'm looking for are the difference in taste or notes between the loose and the caked. Since the maocha for both were done in a very, very similar style, but I want to taste how the steaming and the caking process affects them. Now, it's not going to be as accurate a designation or delineation if I was trying stuff from like really hardcore poor cakers, but I don't care. I get to do it with leaf material that I like, and it just happens to be Indian profile stuff, which I enjoy anyway. I know this is kind of all over the place, but just before I dig into further tell you how I brewed them both. I brewed them both at about a minute and 15 seconds. Took long to pour them both out, and water was brought to a boil. So as you might be wondering why I didn't do this gong fu. These are high energy teas from high energy trees, and I didn't want my brain to explode. That and all I've had today to eat is yogurt, donut holes, uh, tacos, and I haven't had dinner yet. So we're taking it easy a little bit, especially with these. Anyway, digging right in. Going with the maocha first. Now, one thing that I found was odd is the first time when I tried it, it was far, far earthier than the cake version was. Just trying them separately, but that was when the material was still fairly new and hadn't rested. Well, not new in the classic sense. I didn't get them in spring. I got them in when did I order that? November. I ordered them in late autumn, but I hadn't let the material acclimate to my storage conditions. So this has mellowed out since I last tasted it. I'm getting notes of golden raisins. I'm getting a lot of the usual sheng puer-ish notes, such as other mysterious stone fruits, earth, a bit of a mossy lean. It tastes a lot better than the loose material smells. The loose material smells like barn. I think that still has to do with some flaws in the actual like kill green process and drying process. I assume they sun dry, but I don't think they have it down completely to a science. Close enough, though. I mean, it's still really good. It tastes more shungy than the last time I dipped into it. All right. Caked version. Oh, another interesting thing to note. The liqueur for the caked version came out a lot lighter, the caked version came out darker than the loose version, and I measured pretty close to the same leaf ratio for both. So the fact that that happened is definitely a strange surprise, as tea always is. Fruitier, burlier, and a little bit more astringent, and I think that has to do with mainly the bruising and compression of the leaves as they were being caked, and then later pried apart. Not sure why that is. Yeah, there's more golden raisin notes on the caked version, and I know for a fact that that comes from the steaming, because steaming before you cake the leaves after processing the maocha, it actually reawakens sheng maocha of any kind. I've noticed that in Laotian pours. I've noticed that in Yunnanese actual pours, any of the border pours that have been made. A caked version tends to bring out more of the caking process. The steaming and caking process tends to bring back the stone fruit notes naturally apparent on the leaf material. The loose material is definitely softer. Caked version is definitely stronger. Yeah. I guess maybe on further examination, I did use a little bit more leaf than I thought in the caked version. I thought I chiseled off the right amount, but I don't have a scale that works at the moment. Oh well. Back to back. Now that is something I was not expecting. The notes on both, the main taster notes for both of these are the same. The golden raisin profile and the sheng backdrop, the earthy sheng backdrop. What I was not expecting is how different the bodies and the depths were in both. This is softer. This is softer and more well-rounded, but this one has just more of it. Pleasant surprise regardless.